Okay, y'all, no lie. It has been silent here all morning long, and I just went to hit record, and I think it's the dog next door is like scratching on something plastic, and it is echoing like crazy. So if you hear that, I'm so sorry. But this is the problem with trying to record for this show. Like, that was show. That sounded like another word. I don't know why. I don't know why he had to start. Of course he had to start right now. I was trying so hard to beat the gardeners and everything. Ugh. Okay, anyway. Hi, I'm Cassandra. This is 30 Something Beauty, the place for those of us over the age of 30 to find community with other beauty lovers here on YouTube. Today we are talking Sephora VIB sale. I am doing 3 parts and then I'll show you what I bought. I'll do the haul as well. But 3 parts. Today is the like must-have items to me that you can buy at Sephora. And in all honesty, I could put a ton more things on this list, but I tried to really bring it down to like, I think I'm around 13 items, something like that. They're all in this bag. So let me pull a couple out so you don't hear the bag, and then we'll get started. Okay, so if you have followed me for a long time, a lot of these are not going to surprise you, but I do think if you're just watching from like a bunch of people's Sephora VIB sale recs, I think some of these are things that other people aren't talking about. So to get started, first thing, and some of this is like back to basics, but I know this is the opportunity some people use to like try those tried and true products that they've just never tried. So that's why we're doing this one. Okay, so first off is Too Faced Shadow Insurance. To me, this is the eye primer of all eye primers. I have tried the drugstore versions that people say are dupes. I don't think they're as good as this, so I highly recommend getting the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Also, I have had this, I mean, it's worn off the word shadow. I've had this for 2 years. I haven't used it every month, but I would say it would last you at least a year. Then, another just tried and true, Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Powder, right? Is it not Secret Camouflage? That's the other one. Just kidding. Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Forgive me. This is the mini. I'm going to show you a couple of minis because I think it's worth doing some mini products to try it out. Like, I know you can do the whole cost per ounce is not as good as the big one, but if you're not sure you're going to like it in the first place, I'd rather spend a little more per ounce but not pay the same amount of money to figure out if I like it, and if I don't, at least I spent $20 instead of like $35 or $40. So this is the travel size that I had bought. I think this came in a Sephora set. I've had the full size before. If you've watched my low buy for the year, you know I am working through all my powders. So no buying for me. That's why I have the mini. But if you haven't bought this yet and you want to try it, the sale is a great time to try the Laura Mercier loose setting powder. There's also a compact version now too, but I like the loose. All right, not like a wow, so exciting item, but y'all, the Sephora eye makeup remover is the best. I would put this up against like the Lancome one that's been known forever any day. I think this beats it. This giant bottle is $15, okay? $15. So I actually, fun fact, I bought this at the last sale. Haven't used it yet because I'm still going through all my other eye makeup removers. I have used the travel version that I had already. Okay, this is a mini just because the mini is all I have, but I plan on buying the full size at the sale, and that is the Verb Ghost Oil. So first off, I like Verb because it's not crazy expensive. Like, you think all the hair care stuff at Sephora is really expensive. This one is barely priced above drugstore brands. So the full size, I believe, is $15. Like, go look at Frizzy's serum. There's not a big difference between those 2 price points. I really like this. It's a weightless hair oil. It's a serum. It reminds me of old school Frizzy's, but better. It doesn't get greasy, and so I love it. So while I've had this little one that came in a Sephora Play years ago, I am going to buy full size this time. All right. This is my used one, but the sale is a great time to get a beauty blender. I am one of those people who thinks there is no dupe for it. I have tried the dupes. Nothing has worked. Even the other ones that are spongy, I just haven't seen them work the same way. Now, I bought the Pro Pack back in the day when they had the Pro Pack. They don't anymore, but I did see that there is some set that is 3 for $45. Then with the 20% or 15% off, it's even less. So you're getting them for around, I'm not going to do my math well, but 15 bucks, 13 bucks each instead of 20. So I would recommend that. I will put a link to that set in the description box and a link to just the one beauty blender as well. But I think these put on your makeup better than anything. So great time to try out this basic. Okay, so there's tons of sets of these normally, so I will look and see if there's one out right now. If there are like kits or sets where you get a better deal on some of these things, I'll put those in the description box. But I love the Bite multi-sticks. This one is the full-size cashew. This is like one of my go-to colors. It also is a cheek. It can be your eyeshadow. I love Bite products, but the multi-stick is probably my favorite Bite product. So I would recommend that. Now, if you're like, okay, I don't need to go spend 30, this one at least is 3 different products in one, but if you're like, I don't want to spend 24 bucks on a lipstick, but I kind of want to treat myself, nobody talks about these, but the Sephora Lip Stories are great. Like, I love the Sephora Lip Stories lipsticks. I think they're fantastic. They're a traditional lipstick. They don't make long-lasting promises or anything like that, but they work great, and they're $8 full price. So with the 20% or 15%, great. It's even less, and once again, it's bringing it down to drugstore prices. I think Maybelline's cost $8 now too. So drugstore prices, but great lipsticks, and if you want to play without like breaking the bank, these are what I suggest going for. Okay, I just have to remind everyone, Too Cool for School is some of the greatest sheet masks of all time. I also like the Soap and Glories, but these are $6 a piece normally. There's also a kit or like a full pack, I think, of 5 of these, and it's a little less money. So if you already know you like them, I would get the pack, but I love the egg cream mask, particularly the hydration one, but their masks are just so good. Your face looks different afterwards. So I highly recommend these. I will not be buying because, once again, I'm on a low buy, and if you've watched my Insta stories on this, you've seen that I still have like 50 sheet masks to go through, so I don't get to buy more, but if I didn't have any, these are the ones I would go for. I'm trying to figure out where to put it. Okay. Next one's gonna sound obvious, but if you have not bought an Anastasia palette, this is the time to do it. Now, I am not saying it has to be Soft Glam. FYI, I bought this Soft Glam at last year's VIB sale, like at this time of year. So this has been a year. This one is one of my favorites. I like the colors in it. It's mainly neutral with some fun additions. This is more, this doesn't come off as mulberry as you think it's going to, even though it's called mulberry. But I love this palette. But if you would rather the Norvina, if you would rather the sultry, I'm not a sultry person. There's too many glitters in it. I'm just saying this is the time to get an Anastasia palette. Anastasia. I also would just say on all her palettes, don't let the crazy colors fool you into like, oh, I can, well, with the exception of that new one. That new Anastasia one, I don't understand. That was not made for me. But don't let these colors fool you. Take those out and you've got a beautiful set of neutrals. Like, it's a great palette, and that's the case on all of them. I would say even Subculture, which when you first look at it, you're like, ah, there's 2 yellows and a teal green. Like, okay, but there's also this beautiful nude color. That's a great, you know, crease color, great inner corner color, crease color. It still works. So I'd suggest an Anastasia. Now, let's go back to skin stuff for a minute. Laneige. If you have not tried Laneige yet, this is your time. I recommend both sleep products, the sleeping mask and the lip sleeping mask. This is the Apple one. This came in a set that was out at Christmas. It came with all this. So both of those I would try. They also have some really affordable kits. So you can try this. I'll have to see if there's a kit with this right now, but I know there's like a skincare kit with this in it. So I'll link that below as well. But I love Laneige products, and I think they had a moment on YouTube and then it died, and I just want to remind everyone, Laneige is where it's at. Okay, couple things that aren't going to surprise you at all. Now is the time, folks. The Shiseido facial cottons. I have this and half another pack, so I'm not sure if I'm going to buy this sale or if I'll just wait till the one in like October, November, but I might end up getting a backup just in case. This is $10, so yes, it's kind of a lot for facial cotton, but then I also looked at Target and like the premiums are $5, so I know it's still double, but like this is an easy splurge. I'm also doing a splurge video. I still think this doesn't belong in there. This belongs in just the basics. Like these are go-to items you should get. Another go-to item, we all know my obsession with the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. Now, a bunch of YouTubers talk about this and they're always like, I don't know, it's the best. It's the only one that feels like it's actually cleaning my hair. Because it is. This is the only one that actually cleans your hair. Nobody ever brings up that point, and I don't understand it. Because it actually says, I'm not even kidding, actually cleans hair. Eliminates oil, sweat, and odor. Like they have a patented formula, I believe, that it's the only one that isn't just covering up or absorbing oil, it eliminates it. So I love this. If you have not tried it yet, the sale is the time. Okay, 2 final products. If you haven't tried Urban Decay All Nighter, I mean, this is a ride or die. You've got to get this product. This will make your makeup last in a way that no other setting spray will. No other setting spray. I will put my name to that. Like, I will put my money on it. This is the first. This is the best. Then, I am not a big person for like perfumes or giving a bunch of perfume recommendations. I don't like having 18 perfumes at the same time. I know some people do. It's just not me, but I did want to give you a perfume recommendation because I know people like to use the sale for this. And I will be honest, there's a couple perfumes that I really like right now that it's gonna be me fighting the want to get like one more, but I know I don't want a lot of that around. Okay, what I would recommend is get one of the samplers of the Atelier Cologne perfumes. They make a couple of different sample packs, and I really, really like their perfumes. They're a little bit different sets. This is the Orange Sanguine. This is their best seller. It's a little bit of an orange and clove situation. It's a citrus with a spice to the end of it, which I really enjoy. But this came in a set from the holidays that had 4 of this size, which is kind of an in-between size. What is it? It's their 4 milliliter. I believe the sample packs are a little smaller, but you get more of them. But I really like Atelier Cologne, so this would be my recommendation of what perfume you should go try. Okay, so those are the basics that I wanted to go over, kind of like the tried and true essential Sephora products, at least in my opinion. So leave a comment below. What is your essential Sephora product? Leave it in the comments. That is it for today. I will be back in a couple of days with my like Sephora splurges for the sale. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.